California.
Dear God,
Jeffries.
this
Lee
has
of
been
Florida.
going on for most
McCarthy.
of my natural life.
Lee of Nevada.
How much more of this can we all take? Sure, it's
Lee
funny.
of Nevada.
Sure, it's a
Lee of
joy watching
Pennsylvania.
these people play with
Jeffries.
themselves like they're a bunch of Boeberts in a bowling alley, but that's not important. The important thing is I
Ledger
have been
Fernandez.
falling
Jeffries.
for 30 minutes.
Lesko.
My God, man. Can't we make up our mind?
Lesko.
70
Letlow.
and 17 years ago,
Letlow.
the first vote for
Levin.
Speaker of the
Jeffries.
118th
Liu.
Congress was cast.
Jeffries. Lofgren.
I, at that time,
Jeffries.
was just a babe
Loudermilk.
in swaddling clothes.
McCarthy.
But now,
Lucas. McCarthy.
it's,
Luke Kameyer.
I'm approaching
McCarthy.
the end of my natural life,
Luna.
and only through a series of
Luna.
stem cell treatments am I able to even be here, to rise, to say
Luttrell.
Jeffries
McCarthy.
for the 212th
Jeffries.
time.
Mace.
Um,
McCarthy. Magaziner. Jeffries. Maliotakis.
Welcome. It's House Sparks Mega Worldwide, and we're still at it. It's still happening. Hey, look, it's the asshole that brought up Donald's, even though he doesn't have any expectation that he'll actually make it. And look, they switched over to Hearn. For those of you that don't know, the Freedom Caucus, the Freedom Caucasols, have decided to bring up people that they can pat themselves on the back for nominating as if they're being fair or as if they're being, racially open or a big tent or something like that. And then, but they know full well this person will not, I repeat, will not get elected. They will not, they do not have the votes. So you can fucking say anybody at this point. We're only a couple of days from them each nominating themselves. The minute MTG recognizes herself for the vote, thinking, wait a minute, I've been voting for McCarthy this whole time, so maybe the McCarthy voters will come with me. And Lauren and I go way back to that bowling alley. Yeah. This is pretty spectacular. And it does Trump, wait, did Trump get one? No, Trump got one. This is, it's been a joy. Hi, how many people in the chat room have been watching this shit all goddamn day? Or rotating in and out? I had to run an errand to go to the animal hospital and get some medication for the Fosters so that they can be in tip-top shape when they get broken. And I do mean broken. You don't fix something that works. See what I'm saying? And yeah. It's, how do you know? Like, half the time I'm like, are they just rerunning this? What the fuck am I watching? But no, it's the same thing. They're off to is it the 12th? Is it, where are we? Yeah. We're on the 11th. He's not going to win the 11th. There might be a 12th, or they might have a vote to adjourn. They might not have the votes to adjourn, which is hysterical. And basically, the breaking point now is getting McCarthy to step aside. That the only thing that breaks this impasse is if he himself withdraws and everybody else, and like anybody who isn't all in with the Freedom Caucasians, but is also, tepidly approved of by the majority, but they don't want him on a committee, which is part of what the whole thing about Kevin McCarthy is, like, make him speaker so he doesn't embarrass us in committee. It's that's what it's about. Trump is losing to other. Trump is coming in 5th. It's so good. I gotta say, it's so good. 4 Republicans have family emergencies tomorrow, have to ditch out, which means those are McCarthy votes they will lose. I don't think it's any of the troll caucus at all. So it's a party. It's a good time. It's a waste of time. It's a big stupid. But here we all are. And everybody's flipping out. Like Judge Janine and the 5. You know shit's bad when they're like, could AOC be right about who will be House Speaker? That's pretty rough. And then what do we have here? Hannity with Lauren Boebert. We got to look at that. Can we look at that? It's 10 minutes of joy. Let's see it. The hot seat. Fuck you. Nah, I got you in the hot seat. It's the thing where the seat is actually hot. It's hot. It's hot.
Hi, time now tonight for the Hannity hot seat.
It's a new thing. They're launching it now. It's hard to say. Hannity hot seat it's next level. Hannity hot seat. Yeah, do it a couple times. Good, sit there like a professional in front of a mirror and go, Hannity hot seat. Hannity hot seat. The Hannity hot seat. You know what? He probably did. And he came out and went, Haman.
Hi, time now tonight for the Hannity hot seat.
The Hanukkah hot seat. Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava. I need sand. Sand. You're standing on it. Where are you from? Ethiopia. What part? 125th Street.
And tonight we're joined by a Republican who opposed Kevin McCarthy's bid for Speaker on every single ballot. That is Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert. And she says negotiations with McCarthy have been ongoing since the summer, but that her demands are not being taken seriously.
Gee, I don't know why you wouldn't take her seriously. Just because she looks like she's dressed to be a hostess on a New Year's Eve party at a strip club. Can I wear your jacket? I'm cold. Fuck you. I'll give you my jacket. Okay.
Now, meanwhile, Kevin McCarthy's camp is now reportedly trying to determine which of the 20 votes against him are because of a policy disagreement versus
him just being a douchebag. We're all douchebags. Why do you hate me?
a personal vendetta.
Because it's the Highlander of douchebags. There can be only one. Give or take 19.
Here now with reaction is Congresswoman Boebert.
Reaction?
Now, Congresswoman, you tweet, Town Hall quoted you today saying...
And the Hanukkah they Town Hall tweeted. Somebody's fucking with him by putting alliteration into the teleprompter again. And you go fuck yourself, San Diego.
The president, you said complimentary things about President Trump, needs to tell Kevin McCarthy that, sir, you do not have the vote.
They didn't tweet it, stupid. She said it on the floor.
It's time to withdraw. Let me turn the tables, Congresswoman. Kevin McCarthy has 203 votes. Your side has 20. So if I'm going to use your words and your methodology and your math, isn't it time for you to...
You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, we might try one more time. All right.
Pack it in your side to pack it in, considering he...
Why don't you pack it in? How about fuck you? I mean, that's what the negotiations have boiled down to at this point.
He has over 200, and you have 20?
Yeah, you have 20? She started with 3, motherfucker.
Sean, I understand the frustration. I promise you, but
I'm not frustrated.
He does
you didn't
not
answer
have the
my
votes,
question.
and we are hearing from many people.
She's answering the question. She's just starting off with, I know why people are frustrated, but she's getting to her answer. She's paying homage to you. And granted, it's her fault for assuming you have emotions. That's her bad. It's a mistake anyone can make.
People who are still voting with Kevin McCarthy, who are very supportive of what we're doing, and they're cheering us on. So there are more for us than are against us, and they are waiting for...
What? What? What?
For Kevin to cave.
Oh! Okay.
You know, the American people are
Congresswoman.
certainly frustrated by...
I'm frustrated by you not answering a direct question.
Boom! Answer my question. Why don't you quit? Why don't you quit? Why don't you quit? He's only got this many. Well, I've only got this many. Well, you need all of us. Well, you don't get all of us. Well, my number's growing. Oh, shit.
You said to President Trump, you said earlier today that President Trump needs to tell Kevin McCarthy, you don't have the votes.
We need to come up with a
Can I
consensus
finish?
candidate to elect a
Can I
Speaker
finish?
of the House.
You don't have the votes, and it's time to...
By the way, what's this whole... I have not watched this clip because people were talking about it. What's this bullshit about Hannity holding her feet to the fire and being all tough and blah, blah, blah? He's just bitching on behalf of Trump. This is just like, it's just a bunch of wang waving.
To withdraw. He has 203. Your side has 20. Why
201, stupid.
is it time for him to withdraw and not you when he has so
Well, you can't always get... All right.
many more votes?
Well, Sean, he needs 218, and he does not have 218. We've been trying
Neither
to work
do
this
you.
out in private.
Yeah. So you don't have 218. What about you? Huh? Maybe fuck you then. I just have to say this is beautiful, and it warms the cockles of my heart.
Private, as you said, for months. But Kevin McCarthy didn't even want to listen to us until his...
He didn't even want to listen because, like Sean Hannity, he thought there was going to be a red wave, dumb fuck. There was no red wave. The only reason he has to deal with you fuckers and listen to you at all is because all of you fucked up. That's why. That's the no. He was going to blow you guys off because he was going to have 20 more votes than he even fucking needed. And now he's got it shit. The Democrats had a robot come over and geld McCarthy and wheel his balls over like a bomb disposal unit to the Freedom Caucus and went, you guys can have these until further notice.
His disappointing midterms. We all want a unified party, but this isn't chaos.
No, you don't all want a unified party. He wanted enough people to have won so he didn't have to listen to your dumb ass.
It's a functioning constitutional republic. When everything is said and done,
Okay, I like the cliche.
House Republicans will be...
I like the cliche. Oh no, is Sean turning on the bumper sticker language of the Republican Party after all this time?
stronger and better prepared to lead than we ever have before. I believe...
He is kind of a goober, though. I'm not siding with her, but he's a goober. Dude's a goober. Total goober. Like, just not even... I don't know what... It's like they made his face, with a computer where everybody was, like, throwing in traits they hate. It's like everybody was using, like, an AI that creates a person. And you're like, smarmy, kind of oily, kind of aloof, and above everything, but with low self-esteem, gooberish, tall, so he thinks everybody has to listen. You're like, it's like the list goes on and on.
Our founding fathers intended, and this is showing.
Yeah. Dummy, okay? I'm doing what... Did you even watch Hamilton?
Yesterday you
our
voted...
votes are working. Our votes aren't just a cast.
Congresswoman, I'd ask you not to filibuster. Yesterday...
Hey, dumb fuck. You do realize what she wants from this dude is the ability for her and her 20/5/3 colleagues to be able to override anything he wants forever. They want to be speaker by proxy. So that's... And by the way, that is how filibusters happen in the House. There's no filibuster per se in the House like there is in the Senate. So the only way you can do that is by being a prick on the Rules Committee that shuts everything down. It's what they want is they want these never Kevin, ever Trumpers to be on the Rules Committee so they can just cross their arms and say no to everything. And they know they're going to be kept off there because they will just say no to everything. They will slaughter the entire thing because they don't care. They're not interested in governing.
Today you voted and Jim Jordan was your choice. Today it was Byron Donalds who was your choice.
Are women too fickle for politics?
Tomorrow, I don't know who you're going to vote for. But the bottom line is you still only have 20 votes. Let me ask you this. Kevin McCarthy...
I think we're proving that we're open to a menu of options. Many different
you're
people
proving
can
that
be
20
speaker.
people
There's
don't
not
want
just
Kevin
one
McCarthy
man.
at this time. But my question to you is
we
this.
are proving that there are many options.
My question to you is, did you support...
By the way, again, this is not Sean Hannity holding Lauren Boebert's feet to the fire. This is two assholes who are like both Trump suck-ups arguing. That's all this is.
...for Kevin McCarthy's commitments to America? And do you not believe that he's going to follow through on his written promises?
Yeah. Are you calling him a liar? Like in front of everyone? Lauren, in the middle of the dance, when a spotlight is on him, as a slow song is playing, how dare you? How dare you?
His commitment to America is not as strong as I would like it to be, and we have been working on...
Ooh, does she mean the weird PR stunt that he did in terms of a document, or just in general? Sorry, I have enjoyed this a little too much.
The rules to change the structure of how Washington, D.C. is run and operated.
Yes, all we want is the White House to be moved where the Capitol is, and the Capitol to be moved where the White House is. And we don't want any buildings to have any kind of metal detectors, and we want free ammo. And
Sean, you know more than anybody how
that's not a that statement isn't true about anything.
broken this town is. This is something that we have an opportunity.
Yeah, you know more than anyone, Sean. You helped break it, okay? The candidates you helped elect have fucked this place up, myself included.
Opportunity to rebuild, to restructure,
Congresswoman,
and it takes the right tools and the right leadership to
They're so mad.
do that.
Border security, energy independence, debt reduction,
And when
earmarks.
we asked him to put forward the
Earmarks, freedom, immigrants, jobs, numbers, inflation. He wrote them on paper. Why are you not supporting?
Texas-built border plan, he refused.
And then, well, he's willing to bring back the exact plan that worked under Donald Trump. And then he also has pledged investigation.
What plan? COVID? Kevin McCarthy has signed off on bringing back COVID lockdowns because they were fantastic for the border.
Into the FBI and DOJ, the influence peddling of the Biden family, the
Biden family,
origins of
which don't exist.
COVID and Anthony Fauci,
I'm pretty sure the origins of Anthony Fauci are his parents, Robert and Magdalena Fauci. I'm kidding. I don't know what their first names are, but I'm pretty sure that was his origin. I don't think he was bit by a radioactive spider in a lab, though. I call bullshit on that.
And from Afghanistan.
My question is, right speaker.
Do you support?
And it's not going to be Kevin McCarthy.
Do you support all of those agenda items?
By the way, how is this not her holding Sean Hannity's feet to the fire? She's just like, that's it. See this line? Fuck you.
He promised.
Of course I do, but I do not trust Kevin McCarthy at this point to deliver.
By the way, I also have a question. When do you have to get your Sarah Palin disguise back to Party City? Because I think, right, you didn't buy it. It's a rental.
On those promises, especially when I go into good faith negotiations with him, and then he comes out and lies about what those conversations were, saying that members demanded
that's your characterization. He's not here to answer.
He's not here to answer. So I'm going to take his word for it and call you a liar to your face.
So let me ask you this.
He's already apologized to one
others,
member in private because he won't apologize to him in public.
How are we supposed to know that?
For spreading lies about that meeting.
Here's my question. So you and others fought hard for a motion to vacate, with only 5 Republicans able to trigger that motion.
Yeah, there's 20 of you all day, every day.
Kevin McCarthy didn't want to give it to you, but he did give it to you in the end. To me,
Well, and she still didn't vote for him? That's just, she's just ungrateful. He gave it to her in the end, and some people. Was it his technique or?
That's kind of an insurance
Sean,
policy. Can I finish?
But he didn't all the way. He did
Wait a
not.
minute.
He didn't all the way. It was just the tip. I'm sorry. This is just getting dumb.
Sure.
I'm in double entendre hell. This whole thing is so stupid.
He gave you what you asked for.
I'm done. I'm gonna. What you asked for?
Didn't all the way. He did
Wait
not.
a minute.
Sure.
He gave you what you asked for.
What you asked for. He gave you what you asked for, and he didn't all the way. We have too much to cover. I can't lose it tonight. he run that by me again.
But he did give it to you in the end.
Sorry.
To me, that's kind of an insurance
So, Sean,
policy. Can I finish?
But he didn't all the way. He did.
Wait a minute.
Sure.
He gave you what you asked for.
Oh my God! They're trying to kill me. They're trying. What the fuck? Let me give you a tip.
And one of the things that I've been asking people, I'm asking you tonight, who is your final choice for Speaker? And if you can't get more than, let's say, 30 votes, will you follow your own advice that you were asking Donald Trump and withdraw?
There are certainly names that are being floated around. And hey, maybe I should nominate President Donald J. Trump tomorrow. But Sean, I did watch your show last night.
No, he lost. He lost. He's losing right now. Let's see. We're live right now. Trump is in 5th place still. Yeah. They shut it off right as I was coming in. This is just a dick move. Donald Trump's in 5th. I mean, largely because, let's be honest, because he's a meme candidate. You know, so.
Game show, like we're going to pick
on this motion.
We're going to pick Jim Jordan
Listen,
one day. Donald's the.
Look, it's not, Sean, it's not a game show just because Trump was a game show host. And a failed one at that. I mean, who cares that the entire premise of The Apprentice and The Celebrity Apprentice is that it's hilarious that anyone is taking advice from Donald Trump? Who cares that ultimately that was the punchline of the entire premise of the show? Who cares that he ran for president just to save his flagging game show career and ended up fucking up his life even worse? We've got bigger fish to fry in the end. Your ass.
The other day, Trump the next day?
This motion to vacate, because he did not give us this motion to vacate. I'm showing there's a whole consensus of other candidates.
But
that could be
I'm trying to understand
but
how you're thinking
this motion
here.
to vacate, Sean.
You're assuming that this requires thinking, stupid.
You need to understand that Kevin McCarthy did.
No, you need to understand. No, fuck you. No, fuck you.
Not give us my hard red lines.
He fought for it.
He didn't give you your hard red line? He crossed your red line, did he?
It's a centuries. No, he did not.
No, well, I know that he made the
promise. That was written
promise.
by Thomas Jefferson.
I
and
know
every
he made the
speaker
promise
since
because
1837 with 5 members, Sean, with 5 members, not
That's
one
right,
member
5.
to offer the
Okay.
motion to vacate.
So
And
my
he
question is
following
this.
Nancy Pelosi's
You haven't answered my
precedents.
question. So if you have,
You cannot demand more responsibility.
Yesterday you supported.
and then-
And have less accountability. You cannot demand more responsibility and have less accountability. Yeah, you can, because if you, at a certain point, if you have a lot of responsibility, you can't give that responsibility away, that ability to respond away, to random fuckheads who just want to hear their gripes aired.
Jordan,
want less
today you're supporting
accountability, Sean.
Donald.
That's not the
By the way, this is going very well. I want you to say that this is, like, please, can we all enjoy? This is what winning looks like. Everybody, give it up for the winners. These are the people. You don't know. You don't fucking know, do you? Look, what do you know about this? Is what Okay.
The way this
Donald's.
works, we need a check and a balance on the third in line.
Who
to the
is your
presidency.
let's
Look,
have a
Sean,
final answer.
Ding, 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 ding,
Who do you want to be Speaker of the
maybe that's for the
House?
conference to decide. We need to come together.
Who do you
and see
want to- I'm
who it
asking
is.
who you want.
What does it look like life after Kevin? We need
would
to
like
find
to know-
somebody who can actually unify the Republican Party. I have offered
I
plenty
would
of
like
names.
to know-
Let some other folks start offering
There are
other
203
alternatives at this point.
people, and you have 20. I respect the 20 of you. I respect all of you. But I'm asking you, based on
Thank you,
your
Sean. We
own
respect
words,
you as well.
who is your final? Let's have a.
See, look at that. We had a kumbaya moment. Maybe she should nominate herself tomorrow. You know what? I think just to make things better, she should nominate Sean Hannity tomorrow. She probably will.
Final answer. Who do you want? Who will you only support to be Speaker? It's not that hard.
I am willing to
Anyone but Kevin.
have conversations with the Republican conference to come up with a consensus candidate. We are offering people right now. It doesn't have to be a member of the Freedom Caucus. It doesn't even have to be a solid
By the way,
conservative. But we have to have.
It doesn't have to be a solid conservative. Hakeem Jeffries has won every vote so far. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, in a democracy, the dude, I mean, it's... Here, you want to hear something funny? May I, if I could? And you guys should listen into this too. How funny would it be if someone in the conference suggests ranked choice voting for Speaker, and someone puts Sarah Palin in, follow me on this, as a candidate, and she wins in the third round by accident?
Half the Freedom
tools in
Caucus supports McCarthy. So you don't have you don't even have a name.
Because
and we're now going into day
who
3.
Are afraid when you are threatened by committee chairmen to not be placed by.
Oh, God. Whatever. You were threatened. Shut up, Lauren. You were not threatened, okay? It was a joke, okay? Look, just because we said, you know, I know the pipe bomber personally and she knows your address, allegedly.
Steering mitter.
I was kidding, okay? But if you hear something ticking, run. I'm just saying, don't. If you didn't order a package, don't pick it up.
Let me ask a final question.
Can you kick my ass?
If your final
do not be placed
candidate
on a committee, and then Kevin McCarthy affirms that, that's a scary place to be. We are here to legislate. We are here to get the country back on track. And
I could
when you
tell.
have people making threats like
Ow! Oh, and they were so close. They were like they were just the tip away. And then he's got to get smarmy, and he vaped all during the next segment, didn't he?
like that, it's difficult to make that decision. But we are going to get there. I am fine doing this. We're in day 2. It's okay. The government isn't spending money, sending it to Ukraine. So the
Yes, it is. It's like that budget's already been signed off on. It's already a law, and everybody who's there is getting paid. Who is already, I guess, the incumbents are getting paid still, but the new ones aren't. So any freshman Congress people aren't getting paid yet, but they'll get back pay. It's not. This is not them refusing to raise the debt ceiling. She said this a couple of times on a couple of shows. This is just factually wrong. It's just like that's. I mean, she says a lot of dumb shit. That's one thing, but this is just baseline. Not true.
The American taxpayers are certainly winning.
There's politically, Congresswoman, you agree, and I agree on most things. We don't
Yeah, most of us. Yeah, we both agree that while Trump's balls are orange, they don't taste orangey.
disagree on many things.
Yes, we do, Sean.
And I do have respect
and
for you.
I believe that history will show that I'm on the right side of this, Sean.
Well, you can believe in your position, but I'm using your words. You said to President Trump, you said, we're very clear. He doesn't have 218, so you need to ask him to withdraw. If by Friday, you and your group of 20 don't have a name with 30 votes, is it time for you to withdraw? And if not, why do you support a double standard? Last question.
Kevin McCarthy does not have 218 votes. Kevin McCarthy
and you
will not be
you
Speaker.
have 20.
And by the way, this is a lame trick that Sean Hannity is. I think this might be why people think he was holding her feet to the fire or something. But the point is, McCarthy doesn't have 218 votes. There may be others that could get there. No one is being allowed to be moved forward from the other side, from the McCarthy-esque side, that they might vote for. So he's the one that's just butting his head up against it. In theory, if these fuckers would ever vote for any other consensus candidate, that's a question, and that's maybe what he was trying to bring up before. But ultimately, there's definitely another Republican in the House, probably a relative unknown, that could get 218 votes. It ain't Kevin McCarthy, though, because these guys are not having it. They're so dug in because now their ego's in it. Now this is like one of those situations where like a couple is in an argument and both sides realize they were mistaken on the premise of the argument, but they keep arguing because they morally and emotionally own the outcome.
Kevin
I asked you a
McCarthy
very
does not have
specific question.
218.
If by
Listen,
Friday
when we
you don't
get
have
this right,
30,
I will not, Sean. I will not withdraw. Our asks were not petty of Kevin.
Look, he's hitting the desk. Fuck. You don't understand. I'm an alpha male and you're a woman. Do what you're told.
McCarthy, they were not self-serving. We simply were asking for commitments on what the
Yeah, and you didn't ask for anything for MTG, you witch.
American people want to see. They want to see a vote on term limits, a vote on the Texas border plan to secure the southern border. And for
Congresswoman,
crying
with
out
all due
loud, Sean,
respect.
we asked for a vote
Which is apparently none.
on a budget that actually
With all due
balances.
respect.
Imagine.
With all due respect, you're a fucking idiot, and I'm a millionaire. Can you please shut the fuck up and do what you're told?
Imagine a Congress that stops
So if
spending
you
money
only
that we
have
don't
30
have. We are
people
going to get
supporting
this
you-
right, and we are going to get the right speaker, Sean.
if you only have 30, to be clear, you will not withdraw.
30 is going to be a beautiful number
But you're
to
telling
reach.
Kevin McCarthy and the 203 people that support him to withdraw because they don't have 218. That's what you're saying.
Look, it's obvious by tonight's motion to adjourn that Kevin McCarthy and his supporters are already.
By the way, can we look, see what's happening? Doing it again. Still there. 12 others. Look at this. One present. Donald Trump, can I just say, Donald Trump has secured the exact same number of votes as here. If Donald Trump changed his name to Other, he'd be beating his own record right now. Oh, it's so good. All right, where are we? Let me go. Sorry, here we go.
Getting voter fatigue, and
I
I'm
asked you
here
a
for
simple
it.
question, Congresswoman. I feel like I'm getting a liberal.
I'm not going
an
to
answer
support
from a
Kevin
liberal.
McCarthy, Sean.
Not an answer from a liberal. Obviously, you don't mean Pete Buttigieg because he'd hand you your ass in an interview, but a liberal, I take that personally. As a liberal, and by the way, you know what? He might have a point, because a liberal would go, fuck you, you can't tell me what to do in so many words as well. So basically, Hannity's trying to land on this. Anybody who doesn't, jump in line as a liberal or is liberal adjacent. I don't know.
Okay, so even if you only have 30 votes,
Kevin McCarthy.
you will not abide by what you told President Trump to
which
abide
I don't believe
by.
I
got
will
it.
be.
I feel like we've made
will
progress.
You what? I feel like we've made progress. How? You're exactly where you were at the beginning of the interview. Exactly. Literally, precisely where it started.
Look, I love President Trump. You're not going to turn me on him. You're not going to pit him against me.
Not trying to pit him against you. That's what you said to him.
And I am standing. I have
You're the
seen
one
the
that said
broken
it to him.
trust. I have seen the lack of accountability. Well, we are getting phone calls saying that we need to stop this. Kevin does not have the votes for
I got
Speaker.
it.
Period.
Thank
we need
you.
to find a consensus candidate, get this right, and get our country back on track. Thanks so much, Sean.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
Just bailed the fuck out. Just, fuck it. Oh, fuck it.